Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon, here with Conan the Barbarian and Samoa Joe. And today on Monday Night Raw, we do know we have a new world heavyweight winner in AJ Styles again. He beat Jasmine on Friday Night SmackDown. And we still have Drew McIntyre as a TWF heavyweight winner. Now, Diva Talks has been behaving badly and seems to have it out for Drew McIntyre and Dennis Rodman for whatever grounds we do not know why. You know, her grounds for the way she behaves has not been, has truly not been told to us yet. But I'm sure one day we will learn why she's behaving the way she's behaving. Well, I know one thing Conan the Barbarian says. Diva Talks is answerable for everything she says and does, for all her doings, her deeds, and her works. You're right, Samoa Joe says. Diva Talks might be answerable, but she's not answerable to us. She's answerable to Ashley Williams and to Hunter Hearst Helmsley, or known as Triple H, or Godzilla or Xena. She's not answerable. Maybe she's also answerable to the Board of Overseers, but not to us. Well, that might be true. But let's go to the ring now. So, Drew McIntyre says, I understand that Dennis Rodman is the Lord Galled in the box. But sadly, out of all of this, he might not be Lord Galled in the box that much longer. You see, he has this hang up with Jack Flagger or Jack Haggard. Oh, you know him. Hold on, let me get my TWF heavyweight winnings on. Oh, you might think of Jack Haggard or Jack Flagger. You know, the man who was in FCW and he won the FCW heavyweight winnings. And then he went up to ECW and won ECW heavyweight winnings. And then from ECW went to SmackDown and won the World Heavyweight winnings after he won Galled in the Box. And then he went to Raw where he won the WWE Ondit Irk winnings. And then after many years of being overseen by Zeb Coulter and fighting with Alberto Del Rio, he just kind of, and Alexander Rusev, he just kind of fucked off. Then he shows up in AEW as Chris Jericho's body keeper. Well, son Jack, that seems to be a good job for you. Because we all know Chris Jericho has been running on a body keeper since Rufus and Curtis Hughes. Anyway, enough about Jack Haggard or Jack Flagger. I just want to talk about Diva Talks and the way she's been behaving. Because I think the way she's been behaving is truly bad. I just believe that. I just truly believe that it's a bad way. So, Diva Talks, you want to get out here now? Well, here's Diva Talks now. First off, Drew McIntyre, you want to see me? Do you know, Drew McIntyre, that I can smoothly take away your TWF heavyweight winnings without you ever having to wrestle and fight? Yes, it's true, I don't like Dennis Rodman. And it has nothing to do with him being a former winnable ball player, wrestler, show player, or even being friends with Jun Kim. It really has to do with him not being the right man to be Lord Galled in a Box. As far as you go, Drew McIntyre, As far as I go, Diva Talks, what is it? That I worked hard all those years? That I fucked up my first time when I was in WWE? And I had to start all over again? I had to go to IW and EPW and everywhere else. I had to become the IW heavyweight winner. I had to become the EPW heavyweight winner. That I had to go back to WWE when I was on Raw the first time and SmackDown the first time and then Raw the other time, right? Had to go back, be on NXT the first time, win the NXT heavyweight winnings, then go on Raw again, fight hard enough to become the WWE heavyweight winner. And somehow, some way, you don't like that. Well, you being a former IW heavyweight winner and the WWE heavyweight winner, that is good for you. But once again, I just think you're not the right man for that winnings. But you want to show me some onlook, or you're going to do what, Diva Talks? You going to do what? Fire me? You going to put me in lockdown? You going to do all that? Because I do know. Whoa! Elgar just came on nowhere, Gorilla Monsoon said, and wanted to take down Drew McIntyre. Well, good thing, Gorilla Monsoon said. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Conan the Barbarian said. Good thing for Drew McIntyre. He saw that coming. Yeah, he did, Samoa Joe said. He saw it coming. Elgar wanted to strike Drew McIntyre from behind, but Drew McIntyre happened to see it coming. So that's what you wanted to do. You want to have Elgar beat me up from behind. You are going to meet Seth Rollins one more time. And this time, I hope that Seth Rollins wins the TWF heavyweight winnings. Not from you. And Diva Talks, Diva Talks. Drew, look. The way I want to look at it is that oh, Diva Talks just low blowed Drew McIntyre and a curb stomp by Seth Rollins. Come on, Elgar, get up. Drew, the way I look at it is that it's a lose-lose bind you're in today. I'm going to fight you again, and I am going to be the TWF heavyweight winner. And today, Diva Talks, not today, Diva Talks says, but the next show coming up that we're going to do, probably Heat Wave, we're going to put that in June, so we can get Bash at the Beach in July and SummerSlam in August. Yeah, at Heat Wave, you and Drew are going to fight one more time. Unless Dennis Rodman wants to cash in on either AJ Styles or you. Elgar, you're going to fight Drew McIntyre. His belt's on the line, so if you win it, you can meet Seth Rollins. Well, looks like that was kind of a sad thing going on here. Ding-ding-ding. Well, the fight's underway, and Drew McIntyre, the Fight Lord has to see if Drew McIntyre is ready to go, and Drew McIntyre said he is ready to go. Well, this is for the TWF heavyweight winnings. First, he is, I don't know where he's from the Stead, I don't know where he's from, somewhere unknown. Elgar. And from Mal, Scotland, he is a TWF heavyweight winner, Drew McIntyre. And you can tell Drew McIntyre is not happy about being beat up, low blowed from behind by Diva Talks, then being curve stomped by Seth Rollins. Ding-ding-ding. And Drew McIntyre. Elgar. Oh! There we go. Claymore kicked on Elgar. 1, 2, 3. Ding-ding-ding. Here is your winner. And still TWF heavyweight winner, Drew McIntyre. And now Drew McIntyre has beat Algar here, and he is still the TWF heavyweight winner. Something that will irk Divatox, make Divatox mad, or make Divatox a wretch. Well, I think Conan the Barbarian said, I think at this time, Gorilla Monsoon, I think Divatox is irked. No, I think she's mad. I believe she's already the wretch. Well, Samoa Joe says, I like to think that Divatox knows what she's doing, but at the same time, I don't know why Divatox would be irked, mad, or wretched. I could see one of her goals coming undone. I can see she wants Seth Rollins to be the TWF heavyweight winner. Is that either since she's one of his followers, or is it that she truly believes that Seth Rollins will do a more good job? I don't know, Gorilla Monsoon says. I truly do not know at the end of the day, I truly do not know, Gorilla Monsoon says. At the end of the day, Gorilla Monsoon says, I truly do not know. At the end of the day, Gorilla Monsoon says, I truly do not know if she's a follower or a worshiper of Seth Rollins, or she just thinks that Seth Rollins would be a more good man. I don't know. But at this point, I think she's being evil again. And speaking of men speaking of someone who's talked with everyone over the years and speaking of a man who's, I understand now, we're going to have Gene Okerlund. Gene Okerlund, or Mean Gene Okerlund, is going to be talking with Ashley Williams. Gene Okerlund is going to be talking with Divatox now. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. I am here now. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. I'm going to be talking with Divatox right now. All right, Divatox. Why is it that now you pick to be bad? You're backing up Seth Rollins, and now you're backing up AJ Styles and Jack Swagger. It's like this, Gene Okerlund. I'll tell you right now. I don't think Seth Rollins is the man to be the TWF heavyweight winner. Seth Rollins is the man to be the TWF heavyweight winner. My mistake. I don't think Drew McIntyre has it in him to be the TWF heavyweight winner. There's too much work, too much answerability. And even though Drew might say he's up to all of that, we all truly know that Drew is not. It's one thing to be an IW heavyweight winner. It's one thing to be a WNXT heavyweight winner. It might be a whole bigger thing to be a WWE heavyweight winner, but at the end of the day, to be the TWF heavyweight winner too, I don't think Drew McIntyre is up to it. Well, if you don't think Drew McIntyre is up to it, but all the things you've been doing to Dennis Rodman, all the things you've been doing to Dennis Rodman with Jack Swagger, to all the things you've been doing with AJ Styles beating Jasmine, and what you've been doing with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, one would think you're going bad. Oh, I'm going bad, I'm going heel. Well, Gene Okerlund, everyone has their right to their beliefs and their thoughts. Everyone wants to scathe me for what I say and do, that's fine. I don't truly care. At the end of the day, I believe that Seth Rollins is the man to be the TWF heavyweight winner. And it is what it is. So if you forgive me, Gene Okerlund, or Mean Gene Okerlund, what you want to be called, I have to go now. No, you're not going to be going like that. Another thing is, I understand that I wonder if Xena and Godzilla and Triple H and Ashley Williams are watching everything, the way you're behaving, all your deeds, all your work, all your doings. Yeah, they are. And as of right now, I'm still have a job, so I guess that Xena, Godzilla, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, or we call him Triple H these days, or Ashley Williams, they are watching everything I'm doing. And if they would have a hang up with what I'm doing, they would let me know. Well, we will have to see if there is truly a hang up with what Diva Talks is doing. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Alright, thank you, Gene Okerlund. Gorilla Monsoon said, we'll have to see if there's a hang up or not. You know? I mean, truly, we'll have to see if there's a hang up or not. You know, we'll have to see if there's a hang up or not. We'll have to see if there is a hang up. We haven't really heard that much from Ashley Williams after he was struck and beat up by Diva Talks last week. And we'll have to see if any handicapping will be given to her for her doing that to Ashley Williams. He is still the main overseer, Gorilla Monsoon said. That's right, Conan the Barbarian said. He is still the main overseer of the TWF. But we don't know. I'll tell you one thing Samoa Joe says. I think it's truly sad that Diva Talks is behaving that way. But then again, she's the boss. And if she wants to behave that way, who am I to scathe her for the way she's behaving? Well, you might have the right to your thought and your belief there if you want, Samoa Joe. But at the end of the day, I believe Diva Talks is going to be scathed for how she behaves, Gorilla Monsoon said. You're right about that, Conan the Barbarian says. Well, you know one thing, before we end the show, we're going to end it the way we began it, with Drew McIntyre. Well, I gotta get my thing back on. So, Diva Talks, you still think I'm not the man for the job, and you think that Seth Rollins should be the one who should be the TWF heavyweight winner. Well, that's your thought and that's your belief. But I beat Brock Lesnar, and I beat Seth Rollins how many times? About maybe 2. And I beat Finn Balor, and now I beat Elgar. And hell, I beat you, Seth Rollins and you when me and Godzilla teamed up. So the way I look at it, I am the TWF heavyweight winner. You're not going to take this away from me, Diva Talks. So you can send everyone you want. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to be the TWF heavyweight winner. So you're just going to have to learn to bloody deal with it. Well, that's all the time we have here from Monday Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon for Conan the Barbarian and Samoa Joe. I hope you like Monday Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact.